Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Las Vegas Raiders. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. To a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. First play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw on 2nd down. Cody, and his throw is going to be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Cody. He fires one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it up. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
19-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And it's 3rd down.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Prescott stripped.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
At the 16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Prescott off play action. That is caught inside the 5. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. And again this time to the tailback. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Raiders' 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. This looks like a free play for Prescott. Now they set up the screen, that's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Taylor Hughes with it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside. The 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Raiders nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Raiders nothing.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now a handoff looking right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Right back to him on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
On the carry.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Number 26 is the ball.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Muscles by at the 25. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Taken down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt.
You're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, they'll try to run it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
No gain on the play.
Tried to get it on the edge there, but there was no seal, nowhere to go, had to step out.
Yeah, sometimes the defense just wins those battles because ordinarily the guy setting the edge, offensive tackle, tight end, H-back, someone of that caliber, wasn't there on that play. Defense wins it in a big way. No gain at all for the offense.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their 2nd pick on 2 drives.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. On play action, Prescott. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively.
For the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. so that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He will go down. A Cowboy sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Able to hit his target well. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Dallas.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robertson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
The loss Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Second and 4. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run the counter. Price. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Price, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7.
That's the score. Cowboys 16, Raiders 7. Sam Martin.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Third down, it's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This is fielded at the 27. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. For Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Back at the 34-yard line.
Second and 13. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Raiders are back within a score. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And the Cowboy first down.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
36 on the carry. Tackle made right at midfield. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Prescott now from the 50. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing. Prescott. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Tanner Muse drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the counter. Price. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And his passes are intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air is going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. The return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
By Trayvon Mullen. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Prescott He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Cowboys 29, Raiders 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Cowboys, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place.
And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy?
Boy, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with
nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day.